In this presentation, we're going to be discussing autism and the link to the gut microbiome. Very often, I've seen with children and adults over the years that there are digestive issues within the gut. That's the large intestine. Also, stomach problems there. In this presentation, we look at what is the microbiome. So, what is the microbiome? Well, the microbiome is the friendly bacteria that live in the gut. The gut is what we're referring to is the large intestine. Here we have an image of the large intestine. You can see the top part, the blue and the red. That's actually the small intestine. That's where the nutrients that we eat from our food are absorbed into the body. But we discussed earlier that some people with autism have difficulty absorbing the nutrients into their body. This can be because of gluten and dairy. These block the absorption of the nutrients from the body, but also certain foods can cause difficulties when they go into the large intestine, and things like sugar and certain foods can damage the large intestine, the gut. This can cause leaky gut. This can be seen quite common within people with autism, that they have leaky gut, so they have allergies to gluten, to dairy, to nuts and things like that. The gut has been called the second brain. There is lots of evidence now to say that there is a brain-gut connection. There's more research coming out to say that the health of the gut affects the health of the brain. So what is the microbiome? We'll go into a little bit more detail. There are 100 trillion bacteria in the body. That's 10 to 1 times more bacteria than human cells. So we are actually 10 times more bacteria than human cells. We are more friendly, but this friendly bacteria, we become this bacteria. They help us to digest food. They train our immune system. They're massively important for our immune system, for having a strong, healthy immune system. They make nutrients in the body. Much of the B vitamins, which are deficient within people with autism, are actually manufactured in the large intestine. If something goes wrong with the friendly bacteria, something goes wrong with us. The quality of the food we eat also affects the quality of our microbiome. We must have a good, good bacteria, more than bad bacteria. So the friendly bacteria has to be winning over the bad bacteria. Otherwise, illness and neurological difficulties will ensue. We will develop low immunity, toxins in the body, and viruses as a result of this bad bacteria and yeast overgrowth. A growing body of research is confirming that the microbiome in the gut influences behavior and can also affect our brain physiology and neurochemistry. A healthy gut or healthy microbiome equals a healthy immune system equals a healthy child. During birth, a baby receives its protection from its mother's birth canal, which coats it in friendly bacteria, which it swallows, and this populates the baby's gut. These friendly bacteria populate our microbiome, or microflora. They fight off viruses, infections, and Without unchecked, these can affect our body. The bacteria. In this presentation, we will discuss autism and the links to autism with the gut and the microbiome. Um, there is a lot of evidence suggesting that children with autism have also digestive and gut issues. There's every person I've seen over 15 years working with children and adults with autism, there's often links with the gut, digestive problems. I've seen this a lot, time and time again. When I'm referring to the microbiome, so what is the microbiome? Well, the microbiome is the friendly bacteria that live in the large intestine or gut, as it's commonly referred to. Here from the diagram you can see that the large intestine is the top part of the large intestine is actually the small intestine. That's the blue and the red. That's the where we absorb our nutrients, and as discussed previously, or we will discuss in the next presentation, children with autism can have malabsorption, so things like gluten and dairy can and other foods that they're allergic to can block the absorption of nutrients into the small intestine. This causes malabsorption. So you can see that foods, also some of these allergens like the dairy and the gluten can cause leaky gut. Leaky gut happens in the large intestine, and what happens is these foods leak through the intestinal walls of the large intestine into the bloodstream, and the body recognizes these as invaders and it tries to attack them, and that's why there's an allergic reaction. So certain foods like the gluten and dairy, the casein in dairy, can damage the gut over time. So as we discussed, we will discuss in this course, removing gluten and dairy from your child's diet is really important for their health and for the health of their brain. There is a gut-brain connection. The gut has actually been called the second brain by many neuroscientists now. There's a lot of evidence saying the connection between the large intestine and the brain is very, very big. There's more and more evidence coming out. So what is the microbiome? Like we've discussed that it's that friendly bacteria. Well, there's actually 100 trillion bacteria in the body. There's 10 to 1 bacteria to human cells. So we are actually made up of more bacteria than human cells. They help us, these friendly bacteria help us to digest the food that we eat, help to break it down, and make it more assimilable, to assimilate that food so we can use it for energy. They train our immune system. Having the friendly bacteria really strengthens the immune system. They make nutrients in the body, so particularly with people with ASD, they have low levels of B vitamins. The B vitamins are manufactured in the gut, in the large intestine. If something goes wrong with that friendly bacteria, something goes wrong with us. So they're very important for our health. The quality of the food that we eat also affects the quality of our microbiome. That food that we eat populates that microbiome and the flora there. We must have a good bacteria. We must have more good bacteria than bad bacteria. to maintain good health. There's more and more growing body of research is confirming that the microbiomes in the gut influence behavior and also affect how they alter our brain physiology and neurochemistry. So to sum it up, a healthy gut or microbiome equals a healthy immune system, equals a healthy child. So what we'll discuss here in the next bit is about how the baby, when it's first born, how it gets that friendly bacteria, because a baby is born without any friendly bacteria, so it inherits that from its mother. During birth, a baby receives its protection from its mother's birth canal. This coats the baby in friendly bacteria, which it swallows, and then this populates the baby's gut with this friendly bacteria. Happens during birth. So babies that are born with C-section, they do not receive this beneficial bacteria. This can often lead those babies that were born with a C-section to be weakened with their immune system, because they don't have this friendly bacteria in the microbiome. They need this microflora to fight off viruses, infections, and these viruses can affect organs in the body. It's believed that if these bacteria are able to overgrow, they can affect the organs in the body and also the brain. So the health of the baby's brain can be affected if the friendly bacteria is not present there. So other ways during birth is that this friendly bacteria populates in the birth process, but also the mother's milk is medicine. The milk from the mother contains lots of this friendly bacteria and really essential fats, which are required for the nutrition of the baby. So breastfeeding is very important. It's nature's medicine. It's used to populate this friendly bacteria. So it is not advisable for mothers to be using artificial milks that come from tins and which are man-made. These are soy formulas and things like that. These do not contain the friendly bacteria that are required for that baby's development, for its health and neurological development. So always choose to breastfeed when possible. And this next part, we talk about healing the gut. This is possible to heal the gut. We will show a video of a Donna Gates, author of the Body Ecology Diet. She has a program called Bedrock, Body Ecology Recovering Our Kids. Also, the video will show Dr. Natasha Campbell McBride, author of the GAPS Diet. These authors have worked extensively with children with autism and have had success recovering children from autism. Dr. Natasha Campbell has had a child, a 3-year-old, which was born with severely autistic, and she was able to recover her child to the point where he is now living a normal life. She and both her and Donna Gates have been healing the gut extensively. They used cultured vegetables, cultural vegetables and coconut kefir. These foods heal the gut by producing friendly bacteria, which then heals the body and increases the immunity in the body. Also, removing gluten, casein, and sugar from the diet. These are very important as well as adding the cultured vegetables, kombucha or coconut kefir, or kimchi, which is a Korean cultured vegetables. Also, we will discuss later, but consulting a DAN doctor. This is a doctor who is trained more in the nutrition side of things than your regular doctor, but these DAN doctors are Defeat Autism Now doctors, and they have a lot of experience in working with children with autism and healing the gut. So I'll just show you the two books which I would highly recommend, essential reading. The first is by Donna Gates. It's The Body Ecology Diet. This talks about how to make those cultured vegetables. This can help heal the. This helps with the friendly bacteria. There's many recipes in there that will help you to help your intestinal flora and help win over the bad bacteria that's in the body. The second book is by Dr. Campbell McBride, and that is Gut and Psychology Syndrome. That's her GAPS diet, and it's similar to Donna Gates' book in the sense that she focuses on the gut and the health of the gut and the gut-brain connection and healing the gut. So both these books are very, very important if you're looking to improve the diet of your child and to help heal their gut.